Boy, that camera's a little funky on YouTube. I almost forgot the name. YouTube, iTube, we all tube. Well, good. We got some folks. That's an important thing. Tony. Hey, Tony, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Boy, that's funny lighting, isn't it? Boy, it looks great and everything else except on YouTube. Maybe this computer is yucky. I got to get a new computer or a new, yeah, must be a way. Well, I'll work on that another day, another time, another day. Gabe is here. Nice, Gabe. Nice, Gabe. Gabe, I'm getting ready to launch the new club, that has, the closed group on Facebook that, I'm going to answer questions, every day if I can, not I skip a day or two, I get screwed up or too many other things to do, but be me until I could get enough to really see how that pattern is. Tony Rodriguez, I'm wondering if you should buy the book for my state. Nah, Tony, because I wish you wouldn't buy it. My accountant, I just had a meeting with my accountant. He said, I'm going to have a tax problem this year. So it'd be better if I don't sell anything more. So try not to buy it, okay? If you can, because that would help my accountant out. It'd be less for him to do, to figure it out. No! And so, of course, I mean, in my mind, you're asking me if you buy it. But I'll tell you what, honestly, the real answer depends. If you know all the stuff or whatever, it takes work. When you get this thing, you're going to get 327 sources, but it does take work. This is like a Bible. You don't get the Bible and solve every problem in the world as soon as you read it through. No, I mean, this has to go over and over, and you have to when you have a separate problem, you look at the Bible, you look at my work to see what that is. Now, another thing, if you're worried about that, if you go to Lesko member, free.lesko.com/Lesko member. Oh, Justin, there we are. Sean, hey, Louis, Tanya. If you go there, you'll see what's in there. I have videos for all the topics I cover. And maybe you could get enough out of those videos to search them yourself. And that's the problem. It's hard to find this stuff, but they are there. And then you have to work at it. So your job isn't over once you get the website, man. That's just starting, I'm wondering if I should buy the book. Okay. I wish I knew how to sell tax credits I qualify for but can't use. That's very interesting. It depends on the type of tax credit, because there are tax credits, you could sell for, in real estate. And get money for that. I wish I could sell. Yo, let's go. It's been a while. Good to see you. Yes, it has been a while. Where you been? Misty for days. Hey, buddy, Sammy. Earth Angel. That was a tune from the 50s, wasn't it? Are you that old? Boy, I'm older than dirt. Hello, Matthew. Do you know of any help for the homeless? Yes. I mean, there are a couple of things to do. I mean, there's so many places. I mean, first of all, you get a homeless, you got to get a place. And there's two places that help with that are set up. They get a lot of HUD money just for that and to stop that. It is really 211, and just call up and they'll find nonprofit organizations locally. And then also your county Office of Community Development. They're in charge of that too. And then the third place is your Community Action Agency. And they're more of an overall thing for everything. Increase your standing. I know you see the title. I don't know if you like that. Land is in the house. He is great. Wow. We got a quorum already. Tanya Jordan, hello. Matthew. Well, the thing is like standard of living. I mean, I don't know if that is meaningful to people or not, but, I read a lot, see what's going on, because we have to live in the world we got. If you want to change the world, that's a different kind of thing. Otherwise, we got to live in the world we got. And how do you get through that? And how do you use the tools that are available to do that? The rich people figured it out. So I'm trying to make sure that the other people know where the heck was the article on standard of living. I mean, the world is increasing their standard of living, and I think the U.S. is decreasing it, at least for the average person. You know, and that's around the globe, middle class milestone years. Okay, so this is UN figures for everything around the globe. You know, what the heck's going on? And after 1,000 years of most people on the planet being serfs or slaves, or in other destitute scenarios, half the population has financial means to be able to do more than just survive. So we're only like half in the middle class. There's almost no middle class before the Industrial Revolution. So before we invented machines to do stuff, there was no middle class. Most of us were serfs, you know. We worked for the king or some prince or some bullshit like that. I think we're going that way too now, huh? So today, the middle class totals 3.7 billion. Okay, or 48% of the population. So half of the world population, 3.7 billion, are now middle class. Okay, what's middle class? Well, it depends on where you live, right? Even in the United States, it depends. But it ranges from $11 a day to $110 a day. Wow. Or about $4,000 a year to $40,000 a year. So that's per person. So that's what the middle class is. So that's what I feel that, you know, you could pile up money, you could pile up gold and everything, but it's your standard of living. Yeah. And how do you get, you know, above a higher standard of living, no matter how you count? And that's what I'm trying to help people do. So now the middle class, like $49,000 for a medium household. So the medium, you know, right in the middle, so half are bigger, half are smaller. That's $59,000 for a household. So there may be 3 in the house, maybe 2, maybe 1, or whatever, 5. You know, so the average household is $59,000. That's what's going on, and more are getting to that, except in America. I mean, sure, we have the median, but the average wage is going nowhere in 30 years. The rich are getting richer, the country's getting richer, but the average person's wage has not. So that's what I think we're all struggling. And unfortunately, I think what the life has come down to, because of Google, what we think we could just go on Google and search for stuff. And if we search for stuff, that means we're going to get help because it's in there. And that's right. The premise is right. Everything you probably need is in Google. Wang is waving. Facebook now. Thank you. And so that is theoretically right, but in practicality, it doesn't, because you have to find it. And that's the problem with Google. You'll find people that want to charge you money for things. Yeah. And I think our best talent in America is selling stuff. We know how to sell better than anybody else in the world. We could do anything. We could sell anything, right? And it probably is not right for you, because what happens, I think, that we go out trying to solve a problem and we have something in our mind that we think will solve it. And that may or may not be true. So the salesman tries to figure out what's in your mind and says, I got that. I got that. You just have to give me X dollars and you'll have that. What you think will help you. And that most of the time won't be true, tell you the truth. It's sort of like me writing books. Man, I spent so much time trying to think of what the hell the next book to write. And I've written 100 books, but I've been wrong 90% of the time. Only 10% of my books made money. So I'm wrong, that makes sense. So that's what we are about. What we think is success, what we think we need to be successful is probably wrong. What do they help with? I already contacted Small Business Development Center and I'm going to get the ball rolling. No idea about the help they offer. Well, that's great, Sammy. Now, I don't know what it's going to do for you. I know in general what they're supposed to do. Every government office has a mission, and that's what I do on. So what somebody is supposed to do and what they really do, I don't know if you've dated a lot of people. You know, what that date was supposed to be and what it really turns out to be is two different things. So using anything, going anywhere. So what you have to do now, I think the best way to do it, you go to that meeting and you don't tell them what you want to do. You sort of ask them, I mean, you tell them you're interested in starting a business and you need help to do it. That's enough. What kind of business? Okay. But when you're there, you're really trying to find out what they have, not what you want. Because what you want, you may be wrong. And you don't know because you're trying to guess what you need will solve your problem, and you're really not sure. None of us are, And so the key to all this is going out and finding out what they're free to help you start a business or your invention or anything like that. And it may or may not work. It may or may not be for you. You don't know. You don't know until you get there and start talking and see. You may get some nincompoop, who you don't want to ever see again. So that ends the deal right there. And what you do is really go to another office. You just ignore that. Good to see you again. Thank you, Robert. Jeg, really nice to see you. Wow. That's better than home. So that's what you try to find. Okay, what do you have? What are the options that you're giving to people who are trying to do things in life? That's what you're trying to do in life. Oh, you're saying nice matching suit set. Well, hey, it is a whole suit, but I don't have the pants on. I mean, I do have pants on, so don't worry. But I got white pants on. See, what do you think of those pants? You see? Hey. So a pair of skinny jeans with some orange and green question marks on it. So that's why the whole thing, see, the problem when we get stuck in that we think we need X dollars, we think we need X, to solve our problem or whatever. So we start looking for X. And that may or may not be true. See, and the smart way is to go, okay, what is available? And how can I use what's available to do what I want to do? If you want to fly without wings, you may want to do that, but hey, that ain't going to happen, right? And so that's the same thing whether you want to do anything. You want to be rich, you want to start a business, you want to have an invention or whatever. Okay. I mean, you could say somebody give you a lot of money, but you might as well write that off because that if you find it's going to take a long, long time, and there's other ways to get there that are probably more possibility of success. You want to find out what's there first. Is there something, like I was just talking to a woman on the phone. She was great. Like Miami area has a mom and pop grant. There's a grant money for mom and pop businesses, and it's not big. It's like $5,000, maybe. I forget what it is. And they have that. Okay, you may or may not get that, but you find out if something like that is there. Now, if that's not there, or you have to wait, actually, they have to wait till January now to apply again because every program is different. You don't know what it is, but that cannot stop you. Not having money or not having the money you think you need cannot stop you. First, yes, you go out and find out all the programs that may be available to give you money to do what you want. But don't go looking like that because then you'll miss all the other stuff that you're going to maybe need later. And that's why so the offices that you're talking to get money from or potentially get money from, no, you want to know what they do. So you put that in your thinking cap for later because if you're really serious about doing something, you would probably use that later in another capacity because maybe they help you get government contracts and say, hey, well, now you learned about government contracts and that may be important. And you want to try that. Nice. The suit look. The suit looks you. Yeah. Oh, I love loud clothes. I don't know why. See, I think the real trick in life is not, supporting yourself. That's a bottom line. You got to do that first. And then after that, everything you're going to try to do is difficult. Nothing's real simple. If you think it's real simple, then it is for some people, but it won't be for you. The dentist charged me for services he never did and ran my dent bill up to $14,000. This sent me failing deeper into debt, and my credit card is bad shape. Well, I would go right to the dental society. Your state office has a dental society. Complain there, okay? That's what this is for. Also, there's nonprofit organizations that help you with that. I forget the name offhand. I put them in my one report. People who fight medical bills for you. And these are nonprofits. Do not pay anybody for that. The other thing to do, if you have a consumer agency in your state, find out who that is. Again, only go to websites that are .org or .gov. Do not go for anything else. But see, the professional society, they could yank the license. See, so that's very important. And there are people to complain to, and they don't even want anything bad in there if they're a legitimate kind of dental. So that may be enough just to shake them loose and get you to do it. Now, the other thing to do, oh my God, something went off. I don't know. Okay. Another thing to do is your county health department. Go to your county health department. Just don't sit there and say you have to pay that bill, okay? You don't know that for sure yet. Everything is flexible in the bill business, yeah? I talked to a woman today. She called up and needed advice. I don't know why she wanted advice, but she thought it was very helpful because she's so resourceful. She got the IRS to cut her bill from $52,000 that she owed the IRS down to $5,000. $52,000 down to $5,000. See, what happens, these people who say they'll do that for you, what they do, they say, hey, I got it down to $25,000, and they keep the difference. They give the IRS 5 and they take 20, and you think they get a great job because they cut it in half. And look, you could have got it down to 10%. Yeah. And that's what's important. And I hope to get an interview for her so we could have that. I'll put it on the new site, that I'm going to do, and you'll see how to do that. I mean, there's no magic. See, people, professionals live off your fear. Oh, I don't know what to do, and people are going to, and that's legitimate. And I don't begrudge that because it is fearful. People want to pay their bills; they don't want to be deadbeats and things like that. But to the person collecting the money, they don't care. You think it's like your mother or something, or your aunt, money. They don't care. You're just a digit, and they know they're going to lose X percent, and things like that. So if you can get that, I have a hot dog cart. Oh, Sam, did I talk to? And the SBDC has a step-by-step workshop for starting businesses in my county. I'm just looking forward to talking with them. Great. Yeah, try anything there. You take as much as you can, get as much as you can out of people, okay? Because that's what they're there for. They're not going to charge. See, we fall into a trap. I mean, this smart lady is now spending thousands of dollars, I think, on stuff for her business. I don't think she has to do. See, the only thing you have to worry about in business is getting a customer, okay? Now, a hot dog cart, well, there are kind of regulations you probably have to figure out. But actually, it's any kind of food business. See, the food business is changing. Amazon is changing the food. We're getting delivered food. We're getting meals food. States have to change their laws now because you don't have to be an official restaurant to have food. It depends on your state. So all that is up in the air now. And there's more income opportunities. I mean, I talked to, and it's in the One Stop, the 327 book, about how this guy has an app in Chicago area, and he's getting in other places where you're making dinner tonight. Oh, I'll make 5 extra plates of dinner, and you sell them online. So for like $20, people come in and get a nice dinner. They don't eat with you; they just get takeout at your house, and you're making $100 a day, maybe doing that. Yeah. So that's what I mean. See. It's stuff you never thought of, and that's what's so neat about the shared economy, the gig economy, and everything. It's ways. Now, it's not going to be a millionaire doing that, but see, to me, at least if you're more control of what you're doing, if you're having, you're paying your bills. I mean, that's the most important thing. We're going to pay your bills, and then in addition to that, instead of being in a sweatshop somewhere, maybe it's hard work, but you're in control. And that's where I think where the anxiety comes in. You work for some idiot all day. Yeah, they don't care about you, the business. Nobody cares about employees anymore. They're just digits, like on the computer, digits. So that's what I think creates anxiety more than anything else. And this other woman, what she's done, she found that they just changed out in California, a county allows you to park your RV in a park to park your RV for free. And this is a place where rents and is so expensive. So she took an RV, put it in a park, and she's going to rent it on Airbnb. You know, you can make $100 a day having people park, you know, sleep in your RV, and because they go to a hotel, it's $200-300, you know, and so that's why it's supply and demand. And the costs are nothing to do that. She just already has the RV, it's already parked there and everything. So now, see, that's a way. We're all capitalists in a way, because a capitalist makes money off of their assets. So they have a bunch of money, a bunch of assets, so they put it to work to make more money. Okay, so you have time that you're using that. I also have over 185,000 in student debt, so want to buy a house. Maybe. Well, Jang, I would work on that student debt first, you know. But you can do both and see. First thing is go to HUD counselor, HUD.gov, put in counselor, find out the counselors near you, whatever. The other thing is go to consumerfinance.gov and you put in student debt. You do not have to have anybody help you with your student debt. The programs they're going to use are the same programs that the only programs the government has, and the government is in charge of them all. And they'll do it for you. So you don't, because if any commercial organizations help you with their student debt, they're going to get money that you could use, money from you in one way or another that can be used to pay your debt. Instead, you're going to give it to them. Whether you know it or not, that's where it's going to go, because they can't do this without money. If they're advertising, they need money. They're hiring people, they need money. What if you have a hold on a college? What if you have a hold on a college? You have a hold. I mean, the college has a hold on you. You can't go back to school or something like that. I don't know what that means. Well, if it's something to do with student debt, I would contact the Department of Education has a student debt ombudsman. An ombudsman is someone who fights for you. Okay, and that's what I would probably do to see. You got to have your options laid out, and not by the person who's holding your debt or whatever it is. You want somebody, independent people, you know, to help you with that, and not somebody who's charging you money to do that, because all they want to do then is charge you more money. That's what's in their back of the mind. Anybody selling you something is 24/7 trying to think of how to sell you more. And you don't want that. You want to know where the hell you are, where you stand, and what's your best option. A little louder, bro. Wow. Okay. I don't know if you get it, but we'll try it. Or actually switch to YouTube. I got a new mic on YouTube. I can't put it on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. I'm a lazy son of a gun. Instead of doing it for. But now I'm also working on a what I call Lesko help. It'll be up probably, you know, by next week sometime. I'm working on it, and it's going to. I'm getting so much satisfaction trying to help people individually as much as possible. Here, you know, I'm getting a taste of it, but I got screens with 15 screens with people talking and stuff like that. But also my objective is, how do I provide my best of me for as little as possible? See, when I started out in business, I said louder. I know I heard you. You just can't hear me. I say, go on YouTube. You know, this is youtube.com/Matthew Lesko. And you know, when I started in the consulting business, I got an MBA in computer science and stuff like that. I was a consultant downtown Washington, D.C., and started with me, a phone, and a desk, and grew to about 30 people. And we help rich people. And the game is of a consulting is to charge as much as you can, because your time is limited, right? So you want to be $1,000 an hour. Whoa, just calm down. Okay, brother. I'm not going to do probably anything you say, so don't worry. Just either enjoy it, or, you know, there's lots of things other things you could do. So don't worry. And the so that's the name of the game. I mean, like you see, lawyers will charge $1,000 an hour. Oh my God, $700, $400 an hour. That's incredible. Consultants, right? They try to get the demand for them, to be so great that they could, charge outrageous fees. And that's what I was trying to do with loan, but I didn't have a good union, like a lawyer or something like that. Doctors, lawyers, they have good unions. They keep the supply low so they could charge a lot of money, right? And so I didn't. So that's why I try to do other ways to educate people. But it was still the name of the game in business is how much can you charge? And now I want to do this. How little can I charge? How little can I do? Like so many people want to sell my stuff on the internet. Oh, we could get $1,000 a month and things like that. No, I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the $20 guy. Yeah, I want to get you people information for as little. I mean, this is important stuff to me. And so I want to figure out. I hope I'm smart enough to figure out a way to get this information to people as cheap as possible. And I also see that, in the new economy, I got to be more personally involved. So before it was a book, it was videos or whatever. No, people need more belly to belly stuff. So I'm trying to do that more and solve problems. I think I can. And so that's why the ebooks I have now are, very reasonable. Like the 327 book, I would charge $10,000 if that was in business, my business to business world. What's your email? Lesko Free Radio @gmail.com. Yeah. And give me a day or two. If I don't answer, then hit me up again. Unless you send me money, I have to answer those first. Lesko Free Radio @gmail.com. And so, those reports like $60, $70 and the same with the housing. I do one for housing and one for business. So the three major reports I do. But I want to get it lower. People have a place to go to find out information on anything. Gabe tried to start this up for me too. So people also could help other people. Now I'm going to have what's called a closed group. See, here, nobody's paying for anything. And it's wonderful for me because I learn what the questions are. But now I want to give more personal help. So I'm going to start a closed Facebook group. That means you have to be a member, and that means money. And then you become a member. And I'm going to go there every day that I can. So within a day or two, you'll get a personal answer for your question and sources. I'll give you links. I'll give you personal answers and stuff like that. Then I'm going to put, and now I'm looking probably on Zoom that, we'll get small groups of people and go one-on-one. So now, I got a couple hundred people. So it's hard to help everybody, but we'll keep it small on the Zoom. And so to help, and I'll talk about new stuff I find. Last thing is, give me some, I'm broke. Adam, well, the place to go is, if you don't know much about me or what I could offer, or you need help to start on any kind of problem, is here. free.lesko.com/Lesko member. free.lesko.com/Lesko member. Okay. There are 37 videos. You have to sign up for just an email address. Then you access to 37 videos that cover all the areas of personal finance, whether it's debt, whether it's education, whether it's healthcare bills, stuff like that. It's all there to give you a start on all those. Let's see, where does Matt sleep? He always seems to be busy. I wish I had his energy. When does Matt sleep? Well, I sleep well every night. I get 7-8 hours of sleep every night. I enjoy getting up in the morning, so I don't stay up very late. 11 or so is late for me. Midnight is real late. Last night I was up past midnight. But I had to pick up somebody at the airport, that lady I live with, and that was fun. But tonight, okay. Are you the guy from TV? Yes, years ago. I don't do that anymore. It doesn't work for me. I can teach overseas and get paid by the government. Yes. And particularly English and our schools over there, always looking for teachers. And there's plenty of other ways to do that. You could even teach English to many countries in the world. There was a woman I interviewed that had a website to help people find how to teach English anywhere else. So there are lots of things that you can do. And that's what I'm trying to help people do. So back in this new thing I'm going to get, it's going to be called Lesko Help, not leskohelp.com. I haven't even looked to see if that's available. But Lesko Help, and that's what basically be around the Facebook closed group. So it means you have to join, and the price now is either $19.95 a month, or if you buy 3 months or 6 months, it gets down to like $10 a month. So as little as $10 or $9.98 actually a month, you get a personal finance services, and that's what I mean. I got an MBA. I mean, I've started bunches of business, and I've spent my life and career studying free money sources that you don't have to pay for. Ways that you see the title of this seminar today is how to improve your standard of living without spending money. See, that's the problem, is you don't have to pay stuff to do things. And everybody thinks you do because that's all you know about. And you call the experts and they'll say yes. And there may be some benefit to doing that, but it doesn't matter. If you don't have money, you're just getting in more trouble, because most things that you try won't work anyway. So why spend money on stuff that ain't going to work? And the way to succeed, you have to build a life in trial and error to find out what works for you. There's no shortcut to that. Everyone will tell you there is, but 99 times out of 100, and I'm sure there are outliers, there are exceptions to anything. So anybody could show me an exception, and I understand that. But your most logical result is that most things you try is not going to work. So that's why you have to not spend money trying stuff, because you're going to run out of money before you find out what works for you. Then the game's over. Also, I think the other part of all this, you have to find out stuff that you really want to do. And because that's when you start having fun in life. The clips you already have on YouTube open my mind to what's out there. Now it's on me to do the due diligence. Yes, to find it. Thanks again. The best of luck. Oh, you're awfully nice to say that. Yes, I mean, that's, I guess, that's my best hope I could do. You're going to find what you need. I'm going to maybe, guide you a little bit and save time and expand. But the more I could get you to believe that there's a potential out there. The problem is we have everybody else that's selling you something wants you to believe that the only way you're going to succeed is buy their shit. Is there any suggestions for moving costs for disabled mom, single parent? Yeah, I mean, it may be. The answer to everything is maybe. You have to look. Where do you get that? See, it may or may not be moving costs. There may be other. There's emergency money. I just looked at somewhere in Maryland. I forget where I got or who I was looking it for. And there are 5 programs for people with disabilities. I mean, to fix up money, extra cash, or whatever. That's state government. You got to start looking, but don't look by just Googling money grants for disabled. No, because then you're going to get people who are looking for you as a market to sell something to. So, if I had, sell wheelchairs or something like that, and you're disabled, then I'm going to say, if someone's looking for grants for disabled, I'm going to sell them a wheelchair because they're disabled. See, and that's what Google is all about. Having a place where millions and millions and millions or billions of people are on that have problems, and then everybody who has something to sell you to maybe solve that problem are there. The people who have help and money to solve your problems for free do not advertise on Google. If you find them, it's just by accident, right? And that's what else I want to teach you is how to find them, because I can't find everything. I don't know what everybody wants. That's why I try to categorize it. That's why the best thing I have right now, don't want to spend any money with me. I understand. Don't have to. I got to be smart enough to do this. www.free.lesko.com/Lesko member. Okay. Now soon, I say, and you sign up there, you'll be on my email list. I'll tell you about my service that will be as little as $9.98 a month. Cancel anytime. That I'll be available on the closed Facebook group to answer your questions. I'll give you links or whatever. Just like today, a woman called up. She had and my lesko.com/talk. This is another thing. People look at the reviews here. Go to lesko.com/talk and look at the. I got about 100 reviews there. I've been doing this for about a year now. Talked to about 300 people, and that's why I see it's so good to. I mean, when I was selling millions of books and everything, I was removed from people's lives and whatever. That wasn't as satisfying as what I'm doing now, one-on-one. That's why even on Facebook, I mean, I could feel through people and you and reading, what you need. Tina from Ohio. Yes, Google does suck. Gives you junk. Yes, and then selling you stuff. It's like a shopping mall. You don't go to the shopping mall expect to get free stuff, right? But the free stuff is in Google, but you'll never find it because it acts as a shopping mall. So that's why you have to learn how to do it. There's a process. You got a long time. I feel I have 20 more years. Yeah. So if you're younger than 75, you got a hell of a lot longer than I do. Yeah. So what the hell? You start doing it. You start learning. You start learning something. And the life is changing. I mean, God, how much stuff is changing? I mean, now you realize less mothers are going to work. Why? Because it costs too much to raise kids. It's too much. It takes too much expensive. Even this are highly educated people. So less people, mothers are going to work. Oh, this is an interesting documentary out. Do you trust this computer? How do you like that? Do you trust this computer? It's how computers, you got to learn what they're taking from you. Yeah. Here's it. Startups, new businesses that start up. 50 financing deals combined worth $15 billion in new monthly high. $15 billion. I just read some startup, it's a popular one, just raised $500 million, money. I mean, it's crazy money. But remember, those startups you talked about, in Shark Tank and everything, 85% of them are wrong. They lose money. So starting your own business, if you don't do it the startup way, you have a hell of a lot better chance, of succeeding. Well, here, a research firm called Euromonitor estimates American market for legal marijuana products will reach $20 billion in 2020. 2020 is only about a year away, year and a half, right? And that's up from $5 billion in 15. God, that's four times, 400% increase. That's this woman. She's buying a house out in the middle of nowhere where they grow a lot of marijuana in California, and she's going to rent it out in Airbnb and make money because people come certain months of the year and need a place to stay. See, that's another thing. See, now in the shared economy, and look, you go to Lesko member and look at of the 37 videos, there's one on peer-to-peer lending, and you'll see that they'll give you, you can get money off the internet, $50,000 to help you buy a house, as long as you use it for Airbnb. Use a room in the house for Airbnb. See, these are the things that are going on. There's always new ways to do things, and in the new ways to do things is where the opportunities are. The old ways, people are fighting for crumbs because it's shrinking. It's still going to be around, but it's shrinking. So opportunities and new stuff. That's why young people just see the new stuff. They don't see the old shit. Old people see the old stuff because we learn how to do that. But it's shrinking. It's shrinking. Yeah, I'm shrinking. I'm shrinking. I'm shrinking. So you got to learn the new stuff. You want to be in something that's growing. And that's what's fun. When you're growing, it's fun. When you're shrinking, everybody's, mean. Here's the gig economy. Okay, here. And this, I'm going to get this book. I think it's a book. Okay. When we learned about the Industrial Revolution in school, we hear a lot about factories, steam engines, maybe the power loom. And we're taught that technology's innovation drove social change and radically reshaped our workforce. Remember I told you about how much in middle class? Well, that didn't happen until the Industrial Revolution. We're all farmers before that and serfs. How'd you like to be a serf? I think a lot of us are. Likewise, when we talk about today's economy, we focus on smartphones, artificial intelligence, apps. Here too, the inexorable march of technology is thought to be responsible for disrupting traditional work, phasing out employees with a regular wage or salary, and phasing in independent contractors, consultants, temps, freelancers, so-called gig economy. Yes, it's not going to change overnight. All those jobs aren't going away, by Tuesday, but this is growing. So you want to look at that as an opportunity. The insight, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I don't want to read a whole article, but it's more important that is growing. There's help. Small Business Development Center, that's a place for that. You want to be a freelancer or something, and you don't know the laws. You don't know, what do you have to do for taxes? That office will help you all for free. You don't have to know it. You have to sign a contract or something. You don't know what the hell to do. That office will help you for free. You don't have to hire a lawyer. See, and that's what I mean. See, so you can improve your standard of living if you know about the free things, like the fella here who has $14,000 dental bill. Man, yeah. So if you know that you could get that free, now you got to fight to get rid of that. But before you had that done, there are places to do that and get a fraction of it, or even for free. The dental schools, your county health department, you stick there. I mean, my dentist was charging, I was like, God, a couple $100, to have my teeth cleaned. Yeah, I go down to the local university now for $50. I get all the x-rays and everything. It's terrific. I could afford that, but it just pisses me off when people charge so much that, don't have to. So that's what I mean. There's so many other ways of doing things. I looked into modest needs, but you have to be working. I'm disabled. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, there's other websites, if you want to do crowdfunding, like Modest Needs. I mean, it doesn't matter because they don't have any requirement. Modest Needs, they have a collection of their own people, so they're more strict on that. Tina, what is it for? What is the 37 applications? Okay, 37 applications. Go here. You'll see 37 videos. I mean, the 327. That covers programs in 37 areas of your life, and there's videos on each one there, so you can watch the videos and then do the research yourself, or I do it for every state, and that's the 327 thing that I sell. I bought your books a long time ago, still have them. Wow. But didn't use it. Info was overwhelming. Yes. Yeah. It occurred to me to see if you were online. I joined your new member page, but I did something wrong. Yeah. Wait on that, Medlove. Yeah, because the membership page I have now, that's an older one. I'm getting rid of that. I'm going to have a new one. It's called Lesko Help. Lesko Help, but it's going to be it's not a page yet, but it's going to be, most of it's going to be on Facebook, where I'm going to really help people one-on-one there. Okay. And so if you go to facebook.com/groups and then Lesko Help, facebook.com/groups, Lesko Help. But you have to sign up. I will have the sign-up form ready. I'm trying to move people. If you are already a member of the old club, I'm going to give you this for free. So just apply there. Just say you want to join, because you have to be approved and for the help, and I'll get you in that. Is there a program to buy a home if you have a lot of student loans? Actually, there are. A lot of states have student loans. Maryland has one. You have to have a student loan in order to get the free money to buy a loan. You hear that? You have to have a student loan to get free money to buy a house. Have to have a student. I mean, crazy. That's right. Who'd have thought? And I'm running into that a bunch. I think Ohio has that. I think Missouri has that, or whatever. I live in New York. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know I was charged. Oh, maybe you weren't. I don't know, Tina. If you didn't put in your credit cards, I mean, no, you weren't charged. I mean, maybe you went to Lesko member. I mean, I got so many bloody websites, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So maybe, who knows? Don't worry about it. if you think you spend money. But otherwise, keep track of that. If you go on Lesko Member, sign up at Lesko Members. That way, I'll get your email and you'll know when this starts, okay? And you start. So you go free.lesko.com/Lesko Member. There you'll see the 37 videos for everything. So if you're worried about taxes, got a video there, how to get free help. Want to buy a house, got a video there, free help. Start a business, all this kind of stuff. Get a job, get training, pay for college, all these kinds of things, okay? So I get you started on all those things, or even paying old health bills that you can't get on. That's the major reason people go bankrupt now. It's like you got a $14,000 student loan bill. Yeah, I mean, not student loan, but a dental bill. Man, that's tough, man. At Free Lesko. Yes, that's me at Free. Is there the first day of Paragraph? It's the first day. Oh, good. Periscope, not Paragraph, whatever it is. Michelle Wright, what program is that again? I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Michelle, right? But this tells you, is it the student loans? Now, the student loans, see, everything's different. That's why I'm doing it by state. That's why I see I have to do. That's why I want to do the Facebook closed group so I can get individuals and get you through. Because I think you'll start learning how to find this yourself if I get you enough peanuts to get you going, you know, kind of thing. Changed. I don't know how it was changed. I'm not sure. Thank you. Okay. Okay, man. Okay, man. Yeah. Okay, what do we got now? Oh my goodness, it's 45 minutes. Boy, I just babble on. Okay, so the wrap up here, free.lesko.com/Lesko Member. That's free, 37 videos there. I mean, if you're all interested in improving your standard of living or whatever, and not paying for it, that's where to start. The other things I talked about so far is lesko.com/talk. Lots of success there. Look at the video reviews. I got about 100 of them there. I just got another wonderful one today. Was very impressed. This is my email, Lesko Free Radio. If you're not a paying member, I will get to you in 2 days. I hope. If I don't, just beat on me again. I'm an old guy, and I do everything mostly myself. And the new thing coming up, you know, if you go to Lesko Member, and I'll get you there. Oh, Terry's there. Hi. And I will tell you about when this new Lesko Help starts. And that's really a place I'm going to help with smaller crowds of people. And this is more just trying to educate the masses. And but I see the real thing is one-on-one. I mean, really able to help people. I think great there. And you'll see that in those reviews. Are you a young guy? No, I'm 75. Are you? Brian. Good night, man. Thank you. Brian Walker, going to start a school to train the next generation like him. Great. When is Matthew Lesko to? Yeah, Brian, let me know. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I'm trying to do training this way. So you learn the sources. You know, my 50 years of doing this. I mean, I'm surprised. That's why I love doing the one-on-ones. I learned what I didn't know I knew. Yeah. And also, I still believe the answers are easy. It's the question. So that's why the more I can help people one-on-one, I learn what their questions are, what they really are. And I get closer to that so I could build something that is more specific to the needs of the day. And that's what I'm trying to do. I got 20 more years of doing this. You're going to have to put up with me. This is the dude from the infomercials. Yes, it is. Yes. They don't work anymore, so I don't do them anymore. Terry, thanks for checking in. I hope your friend you were trying to get a job is doing a little better. Sorry for the marijuana form. Sorry for the marijuana form. I'm not sure what that means, Michelle. Yeah, but that's a growth industry. Okay, I'm going to take off. Late night. And 10:30. That's old for an old guy, or late for an old guy. Okay. Thank you again, guys, for putting out with me. I appreciate the attention very much. Thanks.